everyone, my name is Dimpy and I share watercolor tutorials for beginners on my channel. In today's tutorial, I'll be showing you how to paint loose pine trees with watercolor. This is a beginner friendly tutorial and has been made in real time, so you can just paint along with me. This is part 3 of the Christmas card series, so if you haven't checked out the earlier parts, do check it out. I'll put the links in the description down below. This is the easiest Christmas card which I thought anybody could really paint, so you just have to pick up your brushes and get started, and you should be able to paint this in 10 minutes. So let's get started. So I'll be using just 4 colors for this painting, which are Ochre green, Alizarin crimson hue, orange and yellow ochre. And I'll be using 2 brush pens for this exercise. Now brush pens are really handy to use, so one of them is slightly thick and the other one I'll be using for some calligraphy and finer details. So here I'm using the thicker one which I have. If you do not have a brush pen, it's absolutely fine. You can use your normal brushes as well for this exercise. You can pick up a size 4 or size 6 pointed round brush to paint these pine trees. And as you can see, I have just diluted my Ochre green paint sufficiently enough to get a medium consistency. So I'm just dragging my brush downwards to create some random strokes with the diluted Ochre green paint which I prepared earlier. And you can actually vary your strokes, leave some white caps in between, do some thin and some thick strokes, which adds to variety and interest. Now we're going to repeat the exercise to paint the rest of the 3 pine trees, and you can see it's really simple. So it's a very good exercise to understand the tonal values and just play with your colors and create something beautiful on your paper. I also run online watercolor classes in smaller groups on a weekly basis, where I teach the basics of watercolors, techniques, and provide a detailed step-by-step explanation while I paint along with my students during the lessons. I also provide feedback to help them improve their art. If you would like to know more about these lessons, please DM me on the Instagram or Facebook page. I have put the link in the description down below. So we can now add some additional detail, which will be the second layer after the first layer has dried completely. You can leave gaps in between just to create interest and create an impression of shadows. And you can notice that this color is slightly darker than the one we used earlier. This really helps in achieving sort of a 3-dimension and just adding interest to your painting rather than it being completely flat. So you need to vary the tones of your color. I mean, we're using the same color, but we're varying it slightly and working in layers to create a different tone, a slightly darker tone. Trunks of the trees slightly. Finish off your painting by doing some splatters, and that is basically some leftover paint on your palette. So I'm just using those colors which are still there on my palette, just added a bit more water to make it a bit more dilute and makes it easier to splatter them. And I always do that to my paintings because I really like the abstract sort of background it creates. To finish off this card, I decided to add some calligraphy to this card, and I'm using a black ballpoint here. I decided to use a brush pen to write Christmas. A brush pen works great when you have to do some sort of calligraphy because it's got a really fine tip, and you can vary the thickness of your letters by just varying the pressure on your brush. So obviously it does need a lot of practice, so you can do some practice if you're keen to do calligraphy using a brush pen. So our simple and easy Christmas card is now ready. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and will give it a try. If you found this tutorial helpful, please do give it a like and make sure you subscribe to my channel for more tutorials for beginners. I will see you next Saturday with another beginner friendly Christmas card tutorial. Till then, take care. Bye.